All right, everybody, we're back, and we've got
Vlad. My name is Vlad. I'm with another indie studio. We're a game publishing company from China. We bring games developed by Chinese into Europe and North America, and also some European games to Asian market.
cool. And
Nice.
what's your company name?
Another indie studio.
Another indie studio. Okay.
Yeah.
And how long have you guys been together?
Well, I actually joined the company only a couple of weeks ago,
Okay.
but the company itself is already over a year old since they've been working in China.
So, what do you do at the company?
A little bit of everything. I do some publishing and PR
Okay.
related things. Also, I help them on with website building, coding, design. I don't design games myself because, well, I didn't study that.
Okay. So, do you are you all based in the same area?
Yes, our main office is in Beijing, but at the moment, most of our team is in Xiamen. It's in China. It's a small island in front of Taiwan.
Yep. Cool. Very cool. And how long has this game been? Is it on the market? Is it in?
This game is an early access on Steam,
Okay.
so it's pretty much developed. You can buy it. It's only $7.99.
Okay.
Cheaper on Chinese Steam, obviously. And the guys are still working it, adding more levels and more bosses.
Okay.
So far, it only has 4, but they're all completely randomized each time. And once you complete it once, there's a second playthrough with different end bosses, because they also switch every time you play through the game.
All right. Well, let's bring up the game so everybody can see it. The game's Lost Castle.
Yes, it's developed by a small studio, and it's only 3 guys, 3 Chinese guys. They did it all themselves. It's built in Unity, so
Okay.
there we go.
So Unity 4, Unity 5.
I think Unity 5.
Okay.
AnotherIndie.com.
Yep.
My Twitter's the real indie, so be careful.
Extra exposure if anybody messes up the name.
Yeah, just say like, oh, just talk to the real indie. He'll take care of you.
So I prepared a little bit of the game beforehand, so we don't start from the beginning.
Nice.
It's very difficult because it has your typical Asian Chinese difficulty. So for me, it's a bit difficult. I usually die by the second boss, but we leveled up some characters so we can show you more of the gameplay in different
So
stages.
this is all randomized. So
Yeah, it's every time it's random. Random mobs, the layout design is random of all the dungeons. And you're not only in the dungeon, you'll see it. The next level will be in a forest with different mobs as well. And the maps are completely random. The first few levels are quite linear in the sense that you just clear room after room. But the 4th stage, where you go to the actual castles, where you have the final boss, that one is randomized and it's like a maze. So you have to walk around different rooms and not all of them lead where you want them.
So these are little goblins you're fighting here.
Yeah, these are like little trash mobs so far. As you can see, I'm not doing that good.
Oh, look at that guy. Oh, no.
And he's down. And I get hit by a chest.
So the chest hits you too?
Yes, it does, but actually it doesn't give you damage. It just hits you. It's
Oh.
like with the banana peel. You eat it, and you can also sleep on it.
Oh, okay. That's kind of cute.
But you don't get damaged, thankfully, because if that damages you, I wouldn't probably even get past the first level. So yeah, it's a little dungeon crawler. Every time you die, you respawn as a different character with different weapons, and you can change the weapons. You can buy new weapons from merchants. You can find them in the dungeon when you kill the mini bosses or or mobs, or from the chests after you clear each little area.
So do you have a ranged weapon? Or is
Yeah. There's a bow. There's wands. There's a shotgun.
There's a shotgun.
There's a shotgun. Hopefully we can get it. That's my most favorite weapon because it's range. It makes the game a little bit easier. Because the melee ones are a bit tougher because you need to get up and close, and some enemies you can't block. Well, you can't really block in this game unless you have a shield, a sword and a shield. But even then, the block is partial. So you still take damage no matter what.
I love this game. This game is awesome.
It's fun. Yeah.
How many hours of gameplay are there in this if you play single player from the beginning to the end?
Well, if you do it the right way, not the way I'm doing right now, where I'm already level 110,
Right.
It can take quite a while because you would have to grind up skill points to unlock all the perks and you're like health bonuses and everything, which will help you advance the levels. Because in the beginning, well, usually if I wouldn't unlocked everything, I would have been dead by now.
So is there an end game to this, or?
Well, no end game. Once you finish the game, it's done. But again, it's still in early access, so they're gonna add more levels, more bosses. There's gonna be
So-
more
So
to
there's
the
like a final
story.
boss right now.
Yeah, there is a final boss, and once you complete the game once, you get an option of a second playthrough. And it's different, and then there's a plot twist with the final boss.
Like a play new game plus or whatever.
So yeah, among those lines.
Yeah, nice.
Very cool. So the little it's kind of punk rocker. Like, is
Yeah.
it just this guy, or is it the whole all the characters?
Oh no,
kind of
you
punk
have
rocker?
not all the characters. They switch. I'll try to get far for now so you can see different. Oh, here you go. Here's the first boss. Usually
Okay.
it takes a bit longer, but again, we
leveled
made
up.
it so we can fit it in a short time
Right,
frame
right.
and show you as much of a different gameplay as we can.
Oh,
Is there they saying something there?
No, it's just little dinosaur. The puppy.
Could jam out to this game.
Yeah, the puppy's hungry. It wants to eat you. Up.
Oh, he squashed it.
Yeah.
With those tiny little T-Rex arms.
Also, this game has a co-op feature. There's a local co-op, so you can play with your friend. And
Yeah?
you can suffer together the horrible, horrible deaths. But the
So
thing
is it co-op LAN, or is it co-op
local?
like,
You're just plugging the second joystick into the machine.
Oh,
and
okay.
Simple as that.
but not network co-op?
No, not yet. They were planning on doing it, but not yet. We don't have an estimate of when that
If
might
or
have
when.
happened, but hopefully. Also, it gets incredibly difficult when you play two players. A lot more so than
The difficulty goes up.
yeah, very much so. It's actually easier to play it alone and complete the game rather than play it with a friend.
Well, that's sad. Co-op mode's supposed to make it easier.
Yeah, well, not here. So yeah, you get little armors like the food, the boosts. On the top right corner, you can see you can switch the different perks you get.
So you
Like,
got this skull helmet now.
Yeah.
Dragon skull helmet.
New armor, different boosts. There's also a level up screen. So now as you can see, this is the the level map. So there's four.
So you're going to a different area.
Now, yeah. So
Yeah.
there's gonna be completely different mobs. And again, all these maps that pop up now, if I would have died, you start from the beginning in the dungeon, but with skill unlocks and different weapons.
What's that
and
purple beast?
Oh, that you have to pay it, and it gives you some perks. It can give you like some food, which will restore your health. It can give you like throwing knives, like a little slot machine.
Oh,
And you never know what you get. Sometimes you get something nice, like, oh, you got a potion, but you don't know what it is. Fortunately, I have too many of the stuff, so we gotta get rid of something. There you go. So you pick up the potion, and if you drink it, sometimes, all right, you get a shield, so it's nice. But sometimes it can completely screw you over. And
Maybe
like,
it's a poison.
Yeah, make you poison, make you puke, make you pass out.
Do you have one that makes you drunk and crazy?
Yes, that too. There's
Yes.
one that gets you drunk. There's all these potions. They have very, very different effects. More often than so, they're kind of mess you up. So it makes the game more fun. Like they
Yeah.
make you hallucinate, and then they randomize the controls. They get you confused.
Flip up and down and left and right. on there.
Yeah. You know, all the good stuff that that gets people so frustrated.
Yeah. I can't take any more chicken.
Yeah.
What was that little blow up cross thing that just happened down there?
Oh yeah. So there's also like.
Random mines or something?
Random mines, the stuff falls from the ceiling, but you always know. Like, see, there's like a purple thing. If you step in there,
If you
there's
stay
a-
there, you're going to get smashed.
yeah, you're gonna get smashed.
Is this a mini boss tree?
Just a little tree. So
Not
not
even
really a
mini
mini boss. I mean, if you play through for the first time, it feels like a mini boss because it takes so much hits since you don't have anything unlocked and your attack is very little.
Yeah.
But now you pretty much go quite fast for it.
I like how it says criddle when you hit something.
Yeah.
Criddle for critical hit or what?
I don't know.
Yeah,
Maybe
there
that's
are
short
critical
for
hits.
critical.
Yes,
It's for a critical
it's
hit.
Again, the original game is in Chinese, so they did it's fully localized in English. But sometimes you still get the little bits and pieces that are, Chinglish.
Yeah, I still like it though. I mean, I love the graphic. I love how it does that.
Yeah, it's only one guy did. It's like 3 guys on the team, and the graphic, the design, the visual artist is just one person. It's like all done by one guy in Photoshop.
Are we gonna? So these little spiky snails.
Yeah, they shoot. Well, I'll show you. See, they shoot these little brambles.
Oh, nice.
They look mean.
Yeah.
So are some of the things different? Like, are they timed attacks? So you've got like that green spider. Does it, if it hits you, does it just do immediate damage, or does it do time delayed damage too?
Some of them they have like dots, damage over time, poison that affects you. Also can set you on fire. Like I hate this guy, the speedy one. He just starts rolling all over the map, and you have to evade him, and you can't attack him
Until he stopped.
Yeah, until he stops. He kind of like stops. He gets all
and then he
spinny
knocks
and
you
stuff.
over.
Yeah,
And then the other guys get you.
and
What was that?
it's a perk you get, like you find in the chest, like a little fellow slime that can follow you around and.
Is it just a pet, or does he assist you in attacks?
It depends. Sometimes they can heal you. Sometimes you get little sprites or fairies that walk around and they heal you. Sometimes they are like dummies that take the focus away from the enemies. So the enemies will attack it instead of you.
Okay.
So they will just focus on the slime per se, and at the meantime you can just keep on smashing at the others.
Wow, this game has over 1,780 overwhelmingly positive reviews on Steam.
Yeah, actually it's been doing quite well on Steam.
Wow.
So I think it's already sold over 60,000 copies.
That's great.
And it's
since
Chinese
February.
Steam, yeah. Steam works in China now. They added all the payment methods that are available, like the Chinese, like Alipay and credit cards or debit cards. So it's slowly but surely the Steam has been growing in China.
It's a great market
Yeah,
opportunity.
everything in the forum is written in Chinese.
Yeah.
So, how long has it been available in English?
A couple of months.
Oh,
I
so
think like
pretty
3
recent
months.
then.
Yeah, it's a recent game. They just just finished it not such a long time ago, and that's we're trying to present it and push it. And we also want to. This is going to be the first worldwide title we're going to publish as another indie studio.
Yeah.
Nice.
Want to
Congrats.
Push it to North America, like States and Canada.
Very cool.
Because you rarely see games developed by Asian, except Japan, of course, Asian countries that like China, Taiwan, Indonesia, Malaysia, Singapore, that make it to Western market, Europe.
Yeah,
America,
unless they're AAA games, of course.
unless
But
they're,
yeah,
like, very,
there's
very
rarely
big.
indies that come
Right.
across here from the East.
It's very difficult for them. So we're trying to change that a little bit, baby steps, but
Right.
No, it's super cool getting an indie.
No,
game
I
from
love
China
that. That's
out.
awesome.
Wow, there's so much to this game. It's not
This
just,
game looks addicting, is what it looks.
oh, it is. It's actually really fun with a friend because you just end up dying all the time.
and then you got to start over and
And I don't know if anybody asked, but there is no friendly fire, so you can't actually, kill your friend. Which it's kind of a pity because I enjoy those days when we played Battletoads on NES, and everybody's
so
like,
is this a boss?
"Yeah, this is the boss of this stage."
Don't die.
That's the #1 gaming advice. Don't die.
Don't die.
Stop dying.
I'm
I'll
the
try
good.
my best. I actually never fought this one because usually you always get the spider, and I probably looks like I'm gonna die this one.
Here's the best part of being on Twitch like this, Dan, is armchair quarterbacking. I get
that
to watch
what?
these like near professional video game players because they make the game, right? And just kind of sit here and go, oh yeah, that looks easy.
Yeah,
Right.
no, it doesn't. The only reason I'm still alive, again, because we leveled up the characters, we prepared it for the stream, but I don't have any potions left. I can't heal myself.
Oh.
So now you see what happens when you die. When you die, it's game over.
Game over.
And through the game, you can see you collect these little purple sprites that give you bonuses to skills. But as
Yeah.
you can see, everything is already unlocked. Level 110.
So you're maxed out and you still
Yes.
have trouble.
Yep.
Wow.
It's Asian difficult. I'm not
Wow.
very good
Yeah.
at this game either. Just like it's
Oh,
not
no.
as difficult. So when you die, you start again in a dungeon. You start as another character. So now
But
it's
you're
like
way back in the castle. You're not even in the forest.
No, you start at the beginning. It's one of those games.
No.
And yeah. Also, you see this guy has a shotgun now.
So now you're
Oh,
going.
nice.
Yeah. And here you can, the further you progress the game, you can unlock all these little chests I get here now, and all the merchants and the armor smiths that you can choose the different weapons. So if you don't like the shotgun, you can get like a staff, shoots fireballs.
Yeah.
Well, that
there's
guy, all
also
he needs is glasses. Then he'd be cool looking.
And then he'd be the real indie.
hipster little one, yeah, with the purple hand. There's arrows, and they also have their little special skills, like two little
Melee,
sticks, yeah.
range.
I like the shotgun, and also you get the different armor types. There's one like there's a dragon onesie, you know, like Yoshi costume type of thing.
Oh, wow.
There's one weapon like where you get like a two-handed sword that is just a fish. And
You
it's
know-
actually a really great weapon because it heals you over time constantly, so you always get a health buff.
What I love to see is when somebody goes in with like these high level characters and then they nerf their character. They go in and they like go hand to hand combat with no armor and try and beat the game. Kind
Oh,
of thing.
that's pretty much like you can do it if you have a new save and you start as a completely new character. Then you don't have anything unlocked, and then you're pretty much
So, like watching someone do a butter knife run in Dark Souls, where the
Yeah.
only thing they use
Oh, yeah.
is a dagger.
Yep. Exactly.
among those lines.
Yeah, that shotgun is awesome. Boom.
Bats.
You love bats.
So yeah, you can load it up with shells, so you get 3 shots, and all of them are now critical shots, or just only 3. And you keep doing it. It's like a special of the shotgun. You reload it, boom, boom, and yeah.
So if you have time in between attacks, you can load up some critical shots.
Yeah, and it's like it doesn't exhaust. It doesn't cost anything. It's just a little bit of time to reload. But then again, when you're having like a boss battle, you don't really have the time to do it because
Right. So you can kind of progress through the little guys quickly, but the boss guy's still pretty rough.
yeah.
Cool.
And you get like
Shoot,
these little secret
Revoid,
areas where you have
reload,
to
shoot.
shoot, reload, shoot, reload.
Smash the barrels.
I should pay more attention to my health.
Health. Who needs health?
Now you get a better shotgun. So yeah,
Ooh.
when you get close to the weapon, you can see all the stats, which is better or worse. You can switch it.
So you found this on Steam and everything already, Dan?
Yes, and I posted links and posted links to another indie. So you're coming up with some other games too, huh? Later on the next couple
Yes,
days.
tomorrow I'm gonna be showcasing Blues and Bullets, which is actually developed by a Spanish developer. It's a team of they started out as 10 people, now they're 20, and it's sort of a film noir story, you know, like similar to Telltale Games, what they did. But this one is a bit more grim and dark. It's in black and white, and well, emphasis on red as blood. It takes. Now I'm talking about a different game. I'll talk about it tomorrow when I stream it. But it takes.
Yeah,
time
you
in
guys
the-
will have to tune in tomorrow to.
It takes time in the 40s and 50s, film noir style. Al Capone is in the game,
Wow.
so it's really grim and dark during that time when booze was prohibited. So, you know.
Organized crime and prohibition.
It's also very gory. You get dismemberment. There's
Nice.
children's being killed. There's
That's
blood
what I wanna see.
everywhere, and it's
And
quite
cussing, lots and
fun.
lots of
It's
swearing.
interesting, yes. And that game is also already available on Steam. It's an episodic title.
Okay.
It's 5 episodes, but 2 already out, so you can buy them. It's like $5.99. And then later today, I'll be helping a friend. It's a Russian developer. Unfortunately, his English is not so good, so he asked me to do a little bit of interpretation for him while he will be showcasing his game.
Okay.
So it will be easier for him. So I'll probably see you in a couple of hours.
That sounds great.
Which game is that?
Oh, honestly, I forgot, but it's a minimalistic puzzle game, sort of like
Nikolai Skaken? Is that his name? Color Steak?
No, not the color stick. It's black and white. Oh, we get the same boss, unfortunately.
Aw.
Sometimes you get the slime, sometimes you get the king on a little...
There's
War
Mini
Machine.
Legend coming up, Grid, Retro Enhanced, and Color Steak. And that's it for the day,
I think
actually.
You're right. I think it's the color stick one.
Okay.
Really? We have that many more to go today?
Yep.
Oh, wow. We better get cracking.
What time is it there?
3 in the afternoon?
Right, we're pretty much on time. 3 o'clock is Twitchy Finger. Mini Legend.
Yeah, actually, they keep switching the schedule, and I was supposed to go at 2:30. Then they said at
Yeah.
1:30, and then it's at 2, and then it's at 2:10.
It was my fault.
Oh, it's okay. We're all here, right next to the booth, so
It's not too hard to find me.
no, not at all.
How big is the room there? I haven't even got to
It's-
see it or anything.
It's not a room. It's a big. How do you even describe this? I'm sorry, English not my first language again. So
It's a really large ballroom. It's 3 stories tall, and it's, I don't know, if you were to seat people for dinner here, you could fit like 20,000 or no 6,000 people. It's a ton.
Oh, wow.
It's really big. So we've got 3 lecture halls right behind me. So right behind me is the main lecture hall. So you smashed a hole through the wall behind my head. There's a lecture hall for 300 there, and then flanking the sides of it, there's a lecture hall for 200, and then there's about 50, 60 exhibitors sitting in front of me behind the camera, and lunches and all sorts of stuff. And then there's about 100 indie developers in the center of all those exhibitors. So, you know, it's very different than like a PAX or, you know.
it's more casual, I would say. Hence
Well-
the name Casual Connect.
Exactly. It's more relaxed. It's not, you know, super crazy. There's no consumers here, and so everybody's kind of very much about the business of making video games and how to, you know, make better video games, how to get them to market, how to get people to recognize them, how to, you know, monetize them, how to, you know, do everything around the entire life cycle of video games. And
Oh,
so
nice.
a lot of the indies bring their games here, and we help with the whole business side, and they show us the newest and latest things coming up. You know, I think that's one of the beauties of the indie scene is it's a first to market arena, you know, and so you get all these people that are pushing the edge on what's new and innovative in the video game industry, because a AAA's time cycle is 5 to 7 years, and
Yes.
they have to plan.
And now all of that stuff is VR, and technology is so easily accessible.
Yeah.
We also brought some VR games with us as well. But we're not going to be showcasing. We just brought them for fun. Also,
Really?
another Spanish, the Spanish two guys developed it. It's called Annie Amber for Samsung Gear.
I want
Neat.
to. I want a Twitch stream where my Twitch stream viewers have VR too. So you're not just, you know, watching the flat screen image of
Yeah.
what a VR game is. I want to actually be a
Able
third-person
to.
camera in a VR game. you
Oh,
know?
that'll be happening soon. I
It's-
mean, you'll
there's
be able
a-
to watch
It's
Twitch
getting
with
there.
VR camera.
It's going to get there eventually.
Well, first there has
I mean,
to
right
be
now there's already 360 video. You know what I mean? So
yeah, the new Samsung Gear 360 camera is out there to make video for people, and there's also there's a service that's coming out right now that's going to do VR streaming too. That's supposed to do kind of what I'm talking about, but it's still kind of in infancy and planning stages. I'd have to look it up. Maybe I can do that while he plays this awesomeness.
I love how you get locked in the little cocoon
yeah,
things.
the spiders, they do mess you up.
Well, we should probably cut it off so that we aren't getting behind schedule again and
All
screwing
right,
up everybody's
I
schedule.
understand.
Yeah,
But-
thank you. It was great to meet you, man. Thanks for showing this, and we'll talk to you soon.
It was nice meeting you as well, and I'll probably see you in,
Few
in an
minutes.
hour and a half again. Yeah,
Awesome.
and tomorrow.
Very good. All right. Well, we'll tell everybody adieu for the moment, and we'll be back in
Thank you for watching.
5 minutes or so with the next game.